At this point, they said that it's 750 million naira. If you put my name, you see me arrested for 750 million naira. For what? One thing I will tell someone is that it's better for you to embrace failure faster. Because by the time you embrace it faster, there's success. But this particular client is a return client. He's been there with us for many times. His house, his office was done by me. Boom. I traveled to Turkey, to Europe as well, to bring in things, containers. I was feeling like an interior designer. Who am I now? I'm doing the job that will bring me out and ask me to do what? While we're at it, the building got confiscated by the government. Now, if you meet a client or get involved with a job who is not a pure Nigerian or maybe a Parisian man or someone from Egypt, they want their culture around.
Yeah.
They want to feel that originality when they are home.
Yeah.
Don't just bring in the trend and jump in because everybody's using magnetic lights or you want a curtain to flow. They have the style that they want. As an interior designer, you should be able to study who your client is and try to reflect through their soul and bring in the things that nourishes them, who they are.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode on Becoming with Ella. My name is Emanuela, and sitting here with me is the multi-talented Mimi Ojekwe. She is a movie producer, an actor, and an interior designer. She's my colleague, by the way.
A round of applause for me.
Thank you, Mimi, for having me here in your space.
You're welcome.
Really lovely space you have here.
Thank you.
Thank you. So I have a couple of questions for you.
I'm right here meeting.
Please don't cancel them.
Oh God, are you about to rope me into this right now?
No.
I'm listening.
Just as the
I
flow
hope
bleeds, right?
Okay,
Yeah. Okay. So my first question for you is, when you think about the phrase unbecoming, what does it mean to you in this season of your life?
Unbecoming. Well, for me, at this point of my life, I would say if you talk about unbecoming, then I should be talking about refinement, finding my purpose, alignment, freedom, like evolving, unfolding what I want to be present, just to be myself.
Yeah.
I think that's what I will take on that.
Lovely. So in this season, what I've heard from what you've said is, you're aligning with your purpose.
Exactly.
Lovely. So who was the woman you were before now, and who are you now?
Okay. This is such a funny question. I'm still the woman I've always been, but yeah, I get where you're coming from. Before, at some point in my life, we are usually not who we want to be. We're probably pressured by the society, living for validation.
Yep.
I think that was me. I was under pressure to accomplish, trying to impress people, trying to live for others. I wasn't living for me. But at this point of my life, I'm living for me.
Oh, lovely.
I'm at peace with myself.
Mm-hmm.
I am not under any pressure.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not taking me to where I am, please get away.
Yeah.
I understand. So I'm happy where I am. So this is who I am, living in my grace.
Lovely. And this is what you're telling women.
Exactly. To be who you are. There's no point being under pressure, trying to please the public. They don't care about you, actually. They don't. At the end of the day, it's just you, between you and yourself.
Yeah. So at what point in your life did you decide to live for yourself?
I think it's, I don't know if it's got to do with age or experience or exposure, but by the time you find out that you're putting in so much effort for no reason, you just, recycle, rethink about it, and you come in place with yourself that I should just be free.
Just be free.
Live the way you live according to your means. You don't need to impress anyone. You don't need to put it on social media. We all did all that. I've grown past that. So I don't blame them, but with time they will get to that point as well.
Yeah, they get to understand that.
Life
Just
is
all,
serious.
yeah, lovely. Thank you for that. When you reflect on your journey across film and design, what is one failure or painful moment that shaped how you show up in your creative work today? And what did the season teach you about yourself?
Wow. It's this one is very deep for me because at some point in our life we've embraced failure. But one thing I will tell someone is that it's better for you to embrace failure faster. Because by the time you embrace it faster, there's success.
Yes.
Because if you're waiting for that failure to come, you're not growing.
Yes.
I mean, I see failure as growth. So
Yeah.
I liked that it happened earlier. And I learned my lessons.
Yeah.
Being an interior designer has been awesome. Until that year, was it last year, 2 years ago, when I had this big job, I was excited about it. I gave it my all. I felt like it was a breakthrough for me. And boom, I traveled to Turkey to the Europe as well to bring in things, containers. I was feeling like an interior designer. Who am I now? I'm doing the job that would bring me out and ask me to the world. I felt like all over the places. Like I put in my best. I was a project manager. I built this structure from the beginning to the end. But at that moment, while we were at it, the building got confiscated by the government. And I wondered why, because this particular client is a return client. He's been there with us for many times. His house, his office was done by me all the time. All those returning clients that you keep working with, very good relationship. However, they got it locked up and they sent him to jail. So I thought it was something minor he could handle because I know that he's someone who is it's a responsible, professional. Yeah. And very with integrity. I never knew that there was more to it. You don't really get to know. So another lesson from this point is this. Whether you're an interior designer or not, when you have a client, try and study who your client is. Because it's not every client that is genuine with their job. It can get you into messy scrap. Oh, God. So he got arrested and it was really bad that he was there for so long. And the job was cut short. Everything I brought in came in and was sent into the warehouse. Somehow, he was charged to court, and then he got there. He was mentioning names of the people that ate the money with him, and my name got into the picture. I see that it was just a professional business we did. I was invited by the authority, and I went with my lawyers. I speak English there. It did not end there.
Interior designers.
It didn't end there. I let it. After that, I was let go. For a few months afterwards, another person that he defrauded, according to what they told me at the station, also reported him, and I got invited again. Now, at this point, they said that it's 750 million naira, which wasn't far from the truth. Because imagine bringing 5 containers for a castle. We were building a mansion, so many things has crossed through my accounts for that purpose. Is it bad for you to understand that it was business? Thank God I had all my documents and every item. Performance receipt of all the things I purchased. I got there. Never knew that this particular client was already upset with me. I don't know for what reason. Really? And he was. I don't know. I think at some point he told a friend of mine that while he was in the jail, I didn't come to look for him. How am I?
You didn't support him when he was in trouble.
Well, but was I not in trouble with him? All of us, the builder, the developer, all of us were invited. We were trying to dodge our head. How will I be going to where they're looking for me? So I was invited, and he started writing on social media. He started paying the blogs to tarnish my image, and I stole the money. But the one that paid the most was when an interior designer, who is a senior, made a comment. Good for her. Oh. I didn't even know that. Somebody screenshot and sent to me. Somebody you and I know, when they give you a job, try and deliver. Stop. You don't even know the story. You just put things out there. So that was my lowest point because I was scared. Where would I bring 750 million naira from just for? At the end of the day, this case was taken. I had my lawyers, I had the people involved, and it was resolved. They went and seized all the items I brought from abroad, took everything back, and I think I sold it to pay the people he was owing or probably defrauded, whatever it is. So this one lesson I learned is it pulled down on me, but that didn't stop me. Of course, that even made me. I gained the strength. I came out stronger, and I'm winning. And that exposure also made some people call me and give me jobs. Wow. Wow. They were reaching out. Yeah. Because if you put my name, you see me arrested for 750 million for what? These people just want to just tarnish your business and what you're building for yourself.
That's why they say even bad publicity is good
for business.
Yes, it's good. I don't pray for bad publicity for myself, but I guess
a little bit of controversy works sometimes for visibility, but don't do the one that will tarnish your image completely.
Yes, and don't do it intentionally. Some people go as far as being intentional about controversies.
Yes, exactly.
I really don't understand where they're coming from. One thing I also want to touch on concerning the interior design industry, I have a question about that. But you said that one of an interior designer that is popular, I don't know how popular, I don't know the name, went and commented, that is witchcraft. We hear a lot of
woman. Why would you don't even know the story? You just feel like they gave me money and I eat the money
people do
or
that?
spend the money and I didn't deliver. However, this guy was already on how many counts in the court of people he frauded. He was frauded.
Wow.
It was just, it actually hurt me so much because, when you start a project from the beginning, you birthed the project, you drew the 3D designs and everything that has to do with the floor plan of the project. And you were hoping for a purpose from that project and it was cut short.
To showcase your craft.
Exactly. It was hurtful, but God knows the best.
It's what it is. Oh, lovely. Thank you for sharing that with us. My next question is, tell us a little bit more about your childhood. Was there a moment in your childhood that planted the seed for the woman you are today? Because you are a phenomenal woman.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
Well, I grew up like every normal child from what's it called? Royal home. My granddad was the royalty, and we had like very big family. I had my cousins. We grew up together. We always had big family parties, and it was such a beautiful, upbringing and a childhood experience. My dad was a doctor. He's late now. May he rest in peace. And my mom was a businesswoman. She was very resourceful. So I kind of looked up to my mom because she's someone I know that she was hardworking. She was very intentional with growth. I liked that about her, and that actually has influenced my growth today. Knowing that I had a woman who was doing that before, like watching her grow. And she wasn't a housewife completely. She was working. At some point, she had to even move to Abuja to get her business going. So all those things has really influenced me. But it's one thing I knew that my dad always talked about that when I was little. He always said, I'm the organizer. I used to use the scrubbing brush to wash the rug. I don't like any dirty space. I like to clean. My room is always organized. I put my books are never torn in school. So I've always loved that space to be beautiful and organized. So I think it's an attribute from birth as well that I became what I am today.
Oh, lovely. I mean, I'm so, happy to hear stories like my mom inspired the woman that I am today. A lot of mothers, don't know the assignment that has been placed on them for their children. Children look up to their moms a lot. And, another person I interviewed, she said the same thing. It was the fact that, well, it's okay for your father to work and be the breadwinner, but she looked at her mom and wanted to be that woman.
Like her mom.
Yeah. So important that women, I would like to put that message out there, that women have to work because the world has changed now, and women are now, they're now supporting.
Oh yes, we're doing great things in the world. We're strong. We're better. We're outspoken.
Yes, well, now we're
not hiding.
Yeah. So that is such a lovely point to hear from you. My next question is, in the interior design industry today, what is that one thing you wish we could do better?
Okay, and the interior design industry, interior architecture industry, every kind of decoration industry, I think we should embrace originality and not just the trend of what is going on. Why I say so is because there are different continents, different people, different society, different individuality, personality.
Yeah.
As an interior designer, you should be able to study who your client is and try to reflect through their soul and bring in the things that nourishes them, who they are. Now, if you go to places like Morocco or Marrakesh for vacation, they have massive interior, science there. Now, you can tell that they're embracing their tradition and their culture, but it's so amazing. So now, if you meet a client or get involved with a job who is not a pure Nigerian or maybe a Parisian man or someone from Egypt, they want their culture around.
Yeah.
They want to feel that originality when they are home.
Yeah.
Don't just bring in the trend and jump in because everybody's using magnetic lights, or you want the curtain to flow. They have the style that they want. So I think we should have a storytelling, and originality abiding in whatever craft we're creating. That's what I would advise.
But I think that what you said is really, really, profound. Another thing that I would ask in regards to that is, what if the client is the one bringing in trends? The client wants the trendy. He has seen this everywhere, and he thinks that this is what I want.
Okay, you want me to answer that?
Yes.
Okay, in a situation like that, that's why it's good to have a good conversation with your client before getting into the project. Know who your client is. Find a way to balance it. If they are bringing in some things, I've got clients that will send you 20 pictures from Pinterest and say, I like this, I like this. Can they afford it? So when we come down to the budget and everything, they'll start digressing. Like, okay, because I'm about to give you the best. Why is it the best? Because I'm aligning your budget, integrating it with the design so they can work together.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, we find a balance. Yeah. That's how it works for me.
Yeah, lovely. So how do you select your clients then? Because if we look at, what experience you've had with the last client, and the lessons you've learned, how then do you scrutinize and select the perfect? Because also remember that there was a recent incident in the interior design industry where a client was calling out.
Yeah, I saw that.
And this kind of clients, I know. So how do you, select clients?
Yeah, exactly. So based on the situation I had with the client before, now when I meet a client, I try to do my own internal study about who they are, what they do for a living. I'm not about to say I'm rejecting jobs, but I want to know if you're a man of integrity. Do you stand for that? Or are you a woman that is a woman of integrity? Do you have what it takes? Who are you? Why it's important is because I don't want to get into trouble with Yahoo Boy or a scam or someone who's owing people, and I get the money passed through my account and I get involved. Now that's by the way. Now beyond selecting a client, it's not about the budget or who has the more money and all that. When I meet clients, I tend to understand who they are. Okay. I tend to know if we share some kind of values together, their style, what they are on about. Okay. I try to know their tastes. And then it's important to know that your client should be someone who you can collaborate with, have conversation, not control, no ego or something because you're paying me. So I wouldn't choose a client because there's money, bump, I'll start working. I need to know that me and you, we can collaborate, and because there's dignity in good labor.
Yeah.
So I would choose my client not based on the budget, and your approval of money, but based on who you are, your style. Do we share the same interests and all that?
Yeah, I think that's really, really nice. One of the things that I would look at if I was, picking a client is, do we gel?
Energy.
Is
the energy there?
Energy. The very energy important. From the very beginning, you will know that this one is a troublemaker. Because by the time they give you money, that's when
you see their
real color,
which is everything.
And truly, those kinds of people, you don't. It's just like a relationship that once they start giving red flag.
Yes, you have to use it back and go.
Give them their money back.
Yeah.
Let's move on. So yeah, that's really good. Another thing I see you do that I really admire is the fact that you are collaborating with, a friend of yours in this interior design journey.
Yeah.
When I saw that, just thought, I've always known that partnership will take you
places,
right? But who is the right partner for me? I've been looking for a partner for years who can. I'm serious. Who can partner with me on this journey? I think crazy things. I venture into crazy, businesses and ideas, and I'm like, who is that person that can hold accountable or hand in hand, and let's move together? But I haven't found. So how are you able to, choose a partner
to work with?
How did you even decide that you needed a partner? How did that relationship happen?
First of all, she's my friend, and we do the same kind of business. But
she's been doing interior design before you started.
No, we I even started before her.
Oh, okay.
and she's good at what she does too. So this is a very important question. And just like we said earlier, energy is very important because you can be friends with someone and once this business and money comes in, there's a problem.
Exactly.
Okay. So if you're gonna do partnership with someone who is doing the same kind of business, make sure the person has got integrity. Make sure the person is disciplined with anything, money and all that. Make sure the person is hardworking as you are and also creative because you're about to work together, not just to keep it for one person or make it one-sided. So me, I found a partner who is like that, who is very resilient like me, who is hardworking. Now, the thing about working all alone, I've been doing that. There's nothing wrong with that. Without her, I can still take my business, thrive. And without me, she can still thrive. But you get into some very big projects, massive projects that it's a lot of work. Okay. Now, why don't I get a partner to do this? Now, when it comes to the two of us, we have our areas of specialization. I can do the both. But when it comes to what you like to do, I can tell that she's into civil. She loves the civil. She wants the structure of the house streets. She wants the POP. She's very interested in that. And when it comes to me, the decor inside is my area. I want to make sure every piece that I pick it. I do the procurement myself. I don't need you to. I pick them. I go to buy them and I arrange. And when I'm doing that, she might not even be there because I enjoy doing it. So now these are two people who you can see that we can harmonize together and do business. And because we opened the branch in Abuja. She lives in Abuja. She doesn't live in Lagos. That makes life easy. We get jobs done in Lagos, Abuja, and Lagos, and I get jobs done. So even while we're here, she doesn't need to be here for us to have job done. And I don't need to open a new branch because I already have a partner who's there. So that kind of made it easier for me. But another thing is I prayed about it. And yes, I'm comfortable. Inside of me, I can tell that it's so easy for me to work with her. But like I said, it's very important to have a partner who is creative like you are. Have a clear vision like you are, discipline, and integrity so that you guys don't flop.
Yeah. So there's something I want you to address, right? In the value of partnering up, right? Because some people just think that partnership is not advisable, especially in this kind of industry that we're in, right? And that also boils down to how we see ourselves collaborating in the industry. We don't collaborate a lot, if you see that.
Yeah, but then the one thing they don't get is that collaboration makes you two hairs are better than one.
Bam.
It brings out the best.
Yes.
Because as you're thinking and somebody else is bringing another valid point, you guys bring it together. So many times we find out that when we're together, we make better plans than when I'm doing it alone.
Yeah.
And it's better because doing things individually can never be better than being a partner or having a partnership. 100%. You cannot grow. 100%. You need people. 100%. You need people to grow it.
Yeah. 100%.
A lot of people who define their business as sole business, and at the end of the day, they perish. The business fail in about a year or two because you can't carry it alone. Yeah, and it's not easy.
Though it's not easy,
especially in a society like this. Not.
So now that you have a partner and you guys are working together, you both do your things separately and then you work to partner together as well. Do you have an exit plan? Just like an advice for someone that's planning to get a partner. What are those things that you say put in place if you're going to get a partner? And then know when to exit. Yeah.
Just to make it easier. So the partnership isn't the fact that she's not part of my company. She's not a director of my company. We have a partnership based on an agreement on the jobs that we do. And we don't do all jobs. We do very big, massive jobs that I can carry alone, and I need someone, I input. And as much as that, we all work with different vendors, and professionals, right? Architects, engineers, we all do that. Every interior designer has people and staff, structured staff. I have that. But when I bring her and she brings her crew, and I bring my crew, it makes it a huge success.
Yeah.
So back to your question, it's just like having a passive partner who you work with in the project, and when you
collaborate with,
it's ended. It's not about she being part of my company.
Okay.
To do that.
Okay, I think that.
And but then we also talked about having a company together. Yeah, in a certain furniture production, we talked about that. But that one, of course, is a Lego. It's a Lego thing. We have to have it structured down and how it's supposed to be carried out, so we don't have issues.
I'm sure you would have maybe when you start implementing that, you would have like an exit plan, because if that business becomes
there's always an
big,
exit plan in every
Yeah.
business. Now, for me, I'll talk about my own personal business.
Yeah.
I advise anyone, you're not going to die in the business. You can't kill yourself. You need vacation. You need to be away for your business to thrive. So I have my own exit strategy. My strategy in business would be, I want my business striving constantly without my presence. So in that way, what I do is put up a good structure.
Mhm.
I have people working for me. I have staff. They take care of the things when I'm not around. My business still strive. That is the point. That's for me. That's an exit plan for me. That means whether I'm alive or not,
Yeah.
FBM continues.
Yeah.
Okay. And if you want that to happen, then you should have partners in the business, people
Okay.
working for you, directors in the company, who, even if they're not a very present partner, they are there, standing there. They are shareholders one way or the other. So that even when you're not around, the business is moving. So even if you don't have all of that, you should be able to have a structured business in a way that you can have a rest and the business is moving. For me, that's an exit strategy for anybody.
Yeah.
Not the one that you have to be on the phone.
Yeah,
Don't do everything yourself. Pay salary now. Pay salary to people. Let them work for you.
See, I do want do customer service. Yeah, do want do assistant roles. Yeah, do want do
one thing that kills business.
Yeah.
Because you're not a professional in the business.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't learn everything.
You can't do everything.
You're not an accountant.
Yeah.
You're not a manager. You're not a consultant. The business even requires training after some certain time. You probably are just a business admin, BSc holder, and you're doing well. You're not a cleaner. You're not a customer service.
You're not all that. And this brings me down to when we first started business. When I first started interior design, and the customers will come to you because they've seen that you can produce chair. They've seen that you can produce table. But I'm not a carpenter. Do you understand? And it was so hard for me to, navigate the fact that what if, I want to outsource the carpentry.
Yes.
Because that time, the people used to project themselves as furniture makers. An interior designer is not a furniture maker.
No,
it is now that, there are people are now accepting the fact that someone else can do your furniture and then you design.
You coordinate it.
Yeah, you coordinate.
And an interior designer job is for you to put the whole portfolio together with different workers, different vendors, and you manage it and bring it to life.
It's just project managing.
Yeah.
Pretty much. And people manage
and
it.
creativity. Yeah. Because all those vendors cannot do that. Their job is just to tell them, okay, I need plants. Bring these plants. That's what they care about. They don't care about how the color or the shade of the pillows or the rugs, are they aligning or are they integrating with your design?
Yeah.
That's not their work.
That's not their work. Lovely. I love this conversation a lot. Another thing I'm going to ask is, people often celebrate your accomplishments, yet very few of them know the tears behind them. Can you share an achievement that cost you the most emotionally on a design project? Is it the same one we've just talked about? Or no, that one wasn't an achievement. This one is supposed to be focused on achievement.
Yeah. Well, I'm just gonna share an experience. And I believe that whatever goes down comes up in life. Whatever you go through, there's always a blessing that comes with it. So I think, was it early last year, I had these super jobs around. I had in Abuja, working with a now a good friend of mine, a senior advocate. And we had a lounge. We were doing a renovation somewhere in Ikoyi. I had a client in my estate. So I had that. And at that moment, my dad was ill, very ill, and eventually he passed. But that period was the hardest for me because I couldn't concentrate. Yes, I have staff that will work for me, but it can never be you.
Yeah.
Especially when you have so many projects. I'll fly to Enugu to see my dad. I'll fly back to Lagos to see the client. And the client in my estate was not even giving me the time to breathe. I'm not in a position to come and tell a client, oh, my dad is sick. I have to professional about it.
Yeah.
I was breaking down at that moment, but it wasn't easy. I fly from Lagos to Abuja to check on Abuja project, Abuja to Enugu, and I fly back to Lagos. And one day like that, I broke down in the middle of the night. I laid on my rug and I cried. I cried so much, and that was not either two things. I was crying because I really knew my dad was going to pass because the neurosurgeon said that surgery can't go through. It's spread around. There's no hope. And the fact that the lounge that I'm working for, they were under my nerves. Now, the thing is, a lounge, when they close, they're losing money. So they need to reopen immediately. And I've given them my timeline. And we all agreed on a timeline for our project to be done with. I cried for 3 hours. I prayed.
Wow.
I prayed. But guess what happens after crying? After crying, you'll be fine. I let it all out. I locked my door and I let it all out. I cried. I didn't care. Let it just go. Let me just, I don't want to cry. I just want because I don't like to cry. But I let it just go. And the next morning, I flew to Enugu and my dad passed.
Oh.
And I said, okay, fine.
Bless him.
Let me get back to the job. After I was done, I went to Abuja from Enugu straight. Somebody just at that. But I need to work, right? I flew to Abuja to continue with the project. And yeah, there was a funeral. The client in Abuja came for the funeral.
Oh,
he was pleased with the work.
Oh.
Most of the vendors I used can mention their name, Floor Crafts, because the supplier does a lot of XPC. He lives in America, though. He sent me one of the biggest cow that came to my dad's funeral. And the client in Abuja, he wasn't just happy about the project. He also gave us another big project after that. I guess we were able to deal with the Lagos branch as well. But that was my lowest point. I was torn.
Yeah.
Because people don't understand how you feel. Mentally torn, mentally broken, emotionally scattered. But when people see you carry your box and take a picture at the airport, I think everything is going well. Because the beauty is there.
Yeah, the glitz and glam.
Always like that.
This is one of the things that we suffer in this industry. I mean, I don't know about other industries, but because we deal very closely with clients, I mean, we work, closely with clients. Yeah. Some clients are just very animalistic. I'm so sorry.
That's why you don't let them know what you're doing. Yeah. What's going on in your life.
I literally just block them from my...
Oh, no. How do you know this? Once I realize a client, I go to because I don't want you to think I'm spending your money living my life or having a dinner somewhere very flashy.
Because by the time they see you on the next, where are you? Ella, where are you going to? You are not even in Nigeria. You are not even around.
My clients then in Lagos here call me. I was like, I'll be like, my boy's at your house. Like, but you've not been coming. I have not even seen you for how many days? You're not coming. You're not taking on the job. And the thing is most times I have this working agreement with my client, but then because he is a friend that lives around the corner, I didn't bother to do that. I thought I regretted it because I would have just told you that my supervision would have been once every week or once in 2 weeks, so you won't bother me. But I went through that and I came out stronger, and I'm happy, and I appreciate God for seeing me through that period.
I'm so sorry to hear all your dad's loss. I saw the videos.
Yes,
and may God rest his soul.
Amen.
And cheers to more
accomplishment.
More accomplishment.
Yeah, cheers.
Cheers to that.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. So the next one I'm going to ask you is, what do you pray for before taking on a new project?
Normally we pray now. Am I supposed to go to the land and bless the land? In the name of the Father and of the Son, and let's start this project. Oh, well, for me, I always encounter different projects, not just in the interior industry, in the Nollywood industry. We always pray for God to guide us. So when it comes to creativity, I think true. I think I work hard. Sometimes I work on my projects through the nights till like 3, 4 a.m. creating designs and stuff like that. Stay up for it. But when I get projects that are beyond me, I call on God and I ask for wisdom. I ask for clarity and peace to go through that work. I also ask for gifts, for more creativity gifts. Then I call on my clients, their name. I put the Holy Spirit on their name. Oh, give me that 5.
That is what I do.
I have to put the Holy Spirit and arrest their souls. Don't forgive us.
But that is good now, because some people are praying, some people are doing other things, right? But we call on the name of Jesus. right? And we'll say it to God that this is what we want. Whoever is going to give us trouble,
Authority, yeah.
you know.
Yeah, it's good. So I pray for that, and I pray for satisfaction at the end of the job. I also pray that we have good understanding, and I want my workers to be at their best at that point, because you might have the very best of them, and they'll just mess you up in a particular job that will just mess your name up. So I pray for that, and at the end of the day, I also pray that God takes away any sort of ego around the atmosphere, so that we can all work and collaborate.
Yeah.
And by the grace of God, it's been working for me.
Yeah.
Because God is the final result.
God, I can't overemphasize the power or the hand of God in anything, because some people think that they do things on their own, maybe on their, experience, based on their experience. And then pretty much the whole essence of this podcast is just to bring God in. Just reflect.
I like that. When I saw when you started talking about God, I'm like, okay, this one again has bringing God in.
Yes, because it has to be about God. At the end of the day, it is only God that has brought us this far. When you think about how where your journey has started from and how far you have been, I don't think that anybody should accord the glory to themselves. So really, really good that to hear that the likes of you, who are celebrity superstar.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I will not call on God.
God
is the greatest.
So how would you describe the hand of God over your life?
Grace is upon me. God is merciful. I would say God has been intentional before I came to this world. He was intentional about creating my life and putting me together. He never left me. Okay. There are times when the doors will close, the journey becomes pretty heavy, and you're wondering what is going on. That is God's mission. To assemble you together, to make to change things for you. And then you ask yourself, why is this thing going wrong? Things going wrong. You pray about it, and you're not seeing changes. That is God changing things around for you. He knew why he closed the door. He knew why it was heavy. He knew wanted to pull you out and get you ready for another blessing.
Yeah.
So I would say God is intentional about me. I mean, from the time my marriage broke, God knew that my marriage needed to break for me to be where I am, because I don't think that marriage would have taken me to where I am. Unfortunately, that's it, that we have to be sincere and straight. So I think God is intentional about my life. He's been a blessing to me, and I love him. Who else would I love? I'm in love with him.
Thank you so much for loving this, my God. This, my Jesus. What getting to the end of the questions.
Great. How many more do we have?
We have about 3 more.
Oh, great.
When you think about everything you've overcome, what one word sums up your becoming?
It's simple. Resilience.
That's what it means. Please, can you tell someone out there?
It means that I've gone through the hard parts, but I still came out stronger.
You have to be resilient in all things.
Yeah, you have to be able to face it. You have to be strong. You should come above any trial. Nothing is going to bring you down. Just be resilient about it. Be strong.
And then in business, right? We all know that business is hard. Okay, in everything, entrepreneurship.
Generally life.
Yeah. Just don't give up, isn't it?
No, don't give up. Don't give up.
Wow.
Just stand stronger. It's going to try to break you. It's going to try to mess with your capacity, what you can go through. Oh, no. You might even live in fear at some point, but be resilient. Fight it. Look at yourself in the mirror. Talk to yourself. Tell yourself you can overcome this. You're stronger than this.
I like that.
And then just keep moving. Go to bed and sleep. The thing is that the universe will go around and things will still open up for you.
Yeah.
No matter what.
I saw something on Instagram recently that I said, even if you get the slightest chance, make sure you fight. That's something I'm taking away. I've held on to. 2 more questions. What is that one misconception about your personality that you wish the world knew wasn't true?
Oh God, I don't even know, but
don't you get a misconception based on?
I do.
People can just look at you and second guess you.
Exactly. Some people will tell me that I kind of feel like I'm unapproachable sometimes. I don't know what that means. Do I look unapproachable? Do I look sassy? No, do I look sassy? Do I look like you can't talk to me, or I don't give? I think I'm not like that. But that's a misconception. Because for me, I think I'm warm. And when you get to know me, that's the thing. They think that I'm unapproachable and maybe tensed a bit or not available for anybody. But when they come close to me,
Yeah.
my energy, how simple I am, I'm just a human, and I bring them very close to me. They get really addicted to being around me. They see a different me. So this is one thing I need them to know, that I'm just a human. Come on. I think it doesn't mean that I take rubbish.
Yeah.
I don't take rubbish. The whole thing is just that I'm at my peace and I live in that confidence. You know, I have that confidence I have the aura, the charisma. So maybe they mistake it for, how will she respond? Or how is she going to take this? So they just stay away. But when they come close.
Yeah. So from what you have said is, if they know you from afar,
Yeah,
then they will just draw up a conclusion.
Yeah.
They need to then try and make an effort.
Some people will be like, she has money or this one. I beg, I did for streets.
You they hustle.
I did hustle.
Hustle fire.
Hustle. I beg, oh.
Yes. So lovely. At least now we know. I've always known you to be very
job for me. Just please.
Very well. I beg, if you have a job for me, just do me. So yes. What is the legacy you want to leave behind as an interior designer and as a person?
Okay, that's a very interesting question. As an interior designer, I want people to feel the depth of my work. Any space I design, I want you to tell a story of me. I want people, when they walk into a space, I mean, even though the place is beautiful, I want them to know that this space was designed by Mimi.
Yeah.
Because it's telling a story. It's giving who I am. I mean, if you remember Christopher Guy,
yeah,
the interior designer that died during the COVID.
Yeah.
Once you see his work, you know
You
this
know
is
that
Christopher Guy.
yeah.
There's nothing, and even if it's the most beautiful, you must know this is Christopher Guy. That remarkable point is what every interior designer should aim for. Let people know your work. Let them feel your work. Let them know that you put in everything, and this is your work, your signature. Then, as a person, my legacy would be, I would like people to know me for who really I am, not what they think of me outside. I want them to know that I'm authentic. Okay, I'm kind. That when you come around me, I make you feel better.
Yeah.
Not because from afar they think I have a nice hair or I'm beautiful. Or, I don't want that. I want people to know that there's this authenticity around me, this integrity around me. They believe in me, and I make people feel good when they come around me. So even when I'm here or not, when they remember me, they will smile about me, not ew, or they'll be like, ew, that one. I beg. No. I want people to feel that about me. That will be my legacy.
Oh, lovely. Thank you so much for, sharing this beautiful side of yourself with us. I mean, a lot of us get to see you on TV. I've, done business with you, and I know you're really warm. And just for people that don't know you now they know.
Of course, they know me. And you guys also know that she brings the best lamps in the country.
Oh, yes.
I've never seen someone who brings the amazing. I mean, you have this good pieces. Your pieces are very timeless. You have the eye, good thing. And keep it up.
Thank you.
Honestly.
Thank you. So based on this mood that we're ending, we're gonna play one game.
I'm gonna feel it again. Let me just tell you in advance.
Okay. I want you to sing a song for me. I want you to sing it. I sing it with the best voice that you have. Possible. So I'm gonna start
now.
No, let me start the song. I choose a song for you. So he touched me. He touched me.
I'm gonna hum it for you and
sing. You. Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
That's okay. Do you want me to sing and then you sing? He touched me. He touched me. I know what joy it is.
I know the song. Lyrics. I know the song. I know the lyrics, but I don't know how to sing.
Oh, no, just sing anything. It doesn't matter. I know.
Must it be God?
What joy? Okay, must it be God?
Must it be God? A church.
Okay, it doesn't have to be. Oh, yeah.
Lean on me Rain is strong, I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on. Words, he won't be lost. You're gonna need somebody to lead you. Come on. I can't sing. Did I say it? I can't. I don't know how to sing. Oh, God. I told you I would fail.
Well done, well done. Thank you so much. At least you tried. At least you tried. Before we leave, we're going to write a letter to God.
Okay.
It's going to end like, Dear God, you either choose one or the other or both, right? Dear God, thank you for, or dear God, I'm still waiting for.
Dear God, thank you for everything. That's all. Oh, you want me to continue?
No. I'm just. I didn't know if that was
because I'm just grateful to him for everything. I'm not asking for anything because he knows what I need. He knows what to do for me. So I'm gonna say thank you for everything. Thank you for him, for thanking God for you, for me, for everything. We are grateful. We love you. Lord, grace is sufficient enough. We adore you. We praise you forever and ever.
Amen. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And that's it on this episode of Becoming with Ella. Thank you for sitting with me on today's journey of becoming. If this episode stirred something in you, don't let it end there. Share with someone who needs to hear this story. And if you have a story of how you've emerged in your becoming process, I'd love to hear it. You might be the next voice on this. To send us an email to the email address that will be showing on your screen. Until next time, keep healing, keep believing, and remember, becoming is about progress, not perfection. We're all figuring it out, one story at a time. Thank you, everyone.